Okay, I'll draw my assumed direction in pink and blue ang actual. Okay, since now we don't know the actual, so let's just draw it in pink. And since this is the true direction, we'll just draw this in blue. Okay. Okay. And of course, there might be a force going there. So let's, since wala na yan dito, no, let's just assume AX to be going in that direction. But notice here that automatically we can say that there is no AX without solving it. Because as you can see, all the applied forces are downwards. No, assuming that it's all vertically downwards. Then there is no, are there any forces on Y? I mean on X? None of the actual forces. Okay? So when you take the summation on summation of f of x here, what you can see is that only AX, this is minus AX as our assumption, and then there's no other force, right? So from here, you say, we know that AX equals 0. Now, summation of forces along Y. What are the forces along Y? You have AY. Okay, so let's just call this as A since AX is 0. So let's just call it A. And of course, we know that B, since this is a roller, there's no horizontal component, right? Okay, because of course it can roll. Okay, so there's no horizontal component. So let's just call it A and B. So you have now A plus B, okay, minus 10 minus 20. So you have now minus 30 kilonewtons equals 0. From here, we have we have two unknowns. So we need another equation. Well, to solve for another equation, we have the third. Remember that whenever you are using equation, at any point, at most, there should only be 3 unknowns. Okay, if there are more than 3 unknowns, okay, then you cannot solve the problem. I mean, not that you cannot solve the problem. Maybe your assumptions are wrong, or wala na pa yung mga additional nga kinahanglan ninyo i-solve. Okay? So here we have 2 unknowns. Yeah, actually we have 3 unknowns, but AX is already set to 0, so only 2 unknowns. We need one more equation. And this is now the summation of moment. Now let's take the summation of moment at let's just use summation of moment at B. Okay? Or to make it more challenging, let's calculate the moment at A. Okay? Now, this is how you're going to practice for this one. When you study, you solve again the stress, okay, by using a different, like for example, in your solution, you try to solve it summation of moment along B and see what you can get. Okay, you should obtain the same values. Okay, summation of moment at A. What are the forces that creates moments at A? Of course, we don't know the length of this yet, but we can solve it. Okay, this is a 45-degree triangle. This triangle ACB is 45 degree. This means that whatever this one, mo gihapon ni siya dito, so this is also 5. And since this is another right triangle, this must also be 5. Okay, how about this one? This is just, what is the length of each of this? Okay, we know that, okay, if you divide this into 2, this is a congruent triangles, right? Because it's a 45-degree triangle, so it followed that this is 45 degrees here because this is 90 degrees. Okay? So, okay, let's take this for as our unknown, x. Okay? So we know that, okay, before we do this, we have to solve the dimensions first. Okay? X squared plus x squared equals 5 squared, right? So you have now 2x squared equals 25, or x is equal to 5 over square root of 2. Okay? What is this approximately? Can we calculate? Ha? 3 decimals, or upat na lang. We'll use up to 4 decimal. 3.5355. Okay. Whatever is the unit of that. Okay? But in your calculations, so better if you can use this one. Ang advantage mo sa calculator is that your calculator can deal with this one. This is much better because you're not rounding up. But if you must use the decimal, if you are comfortable with this one, then take as many decimal points as possible. Okay, to minimize the error in the calculation. Okay? But this one is actually much better because this is exact when you do the calculation. But sometimes it gets very, what do you call this one? When you write it in your paper, it's quite long than just a single number. Anyway, so we know now x. So this means that AB now, the length of AB is just twice of this, times 2 of that. 0, 7, 1. Napay. Okay, ground up, mapod ninyo nugod ni gani ha. Mao na gid ni gani ha. 5 over square root of 2, kanira? Lagi-lagi, katong, i-times 2 na lang to, ay ni mo ni gamiton. I-solve sa ni, dayon i-times 2. So that you will not be rounding off here. Kuripot kay ko, no? Pero mas better mo na times 2. 7.07 106 106, so 11. Okay? So this is now our AB. Okay? Now we now know the lever arm at AB. So B is 90 degrees. It will create a positive movement. Okay? Possible positive rotation. So that would mean B times the lever arm, which is 7 point, or I'll just write this as, I can write this as this, right? Twice of this, right? So this is times 10 over square root of 2. Much better. Okay? But I will just take note of this one because maybe later, if it gets too complicated, then we'll use the number. Okay? So, nakuha ni siya, this is the lever arm. Times sine of 90 is 1. Okay? How about this one here? So, now we don't know this. So, this problem requires a lot of trigonometry, right? But the good thing about this one is that it's all trigonometry. Okay? So, how do we calculate F? I mean, AF. What is AF now? We know AD to be 10, but we don't know DF. But of course, there's one more information that we can know. So here, how many? We know AB. What else do we know? We know this. We can solve for that, right? Easily. And that is just 120 degrees, right? Because this is 90 plus, since this is 60. So this must be 30. So meaning this angle right here, angle ABE, okay? The measure of angle ABE is 120 degrees. So we can now use the law of sine. Okay? We want this. Of course, we can know, we already can calculate this one, right? What is this one? That is 120 plus 45, that's 160. 65. 180 minus 165, this must be 15 degrees. So, meaning, using the law of sine, okay, the law of sine, you have AF over, you have sine of 120 degrees equals, okay, we need a known side. This is the known side, right? AB, which is, what is AB? 10 over square root of 2 over, unsay angle niya kaatubang? That's 15 degrees, right? So this is sine of 15 degrees. So AF now would be equal to, sige, input this to your calculator. This is 15 plus 5 square root of 3. Okay, or in decimal, 23.66. 23.6603. Okay? So we now have AF, right? Okay, since we have AF, okay, we must also know this angle. But what is this? This is the angle of the line of force with the lever arm, right? So we must know this angle. What is this angle? That's, since this is 30, this must also be 30, right? Because here you have a right triangle. Okay, this is 30. This must be 30 degrees. So this must be 45 degrees, right? Obviously, this is if you draw a right triangle here, this is 45. This must also be 45. So that we can now calculate this. It creates a negative moment, negative torque. So minus F, which is 20 kilonewtons times the lever arm, which is, well, we can use this since your calculator can deal with this one, to be exact. So 15 plus 5 square root of 3 times sine of, what's the angle between the line of force and the lever arm? That would be 45, right? So this is just square root of 2 over 2. Sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Okay? And then you have, okay, this force here. Okay? So we need now to calculate this imaginary straight line here. This line here is as if, okay, we need to calculate this. Although there's no thrust, there's no member here, okay? But when you apply a force at this point, it's as if that this straight line to the pivot point, because this is the pivot point, is the lever arm. Whether there's a lever arm on there, there's an actual material there or not, that is still the lever arm, okay? But it's easy to calculate this because we already, okay, what do we have now? Okay, well, in order to calculate this, we need this triangle. We need another triangle, and this triangle is this. This is a right triangle, right? We can calculate this height. This is just the same as dB. We must calculate dB first. And then, once we calculate dB, we can calculate this one here. Okay, we can easily calculate well, actually, since this is 60 degrees, okay, what we need is this, right? Because this is the dimension that we can calculate based sa ato ang dire. Okay? What is given? Okay, so meaning here, we have a triangle, 45-degree triangle. We have a side of 10. So this means that this must be 10 over square root of 2. In fact, dB is just AB. dB must be equal to AB because this is a 45-degree triangle, right? So here, we have to note that dB is just equal to, DE, no? DE is equal to, DB, no? DB is equal to AB or BA. Okay? So, we can now calculate this. We need this. Okay? we would be needing this one. If you were to calculate the moment at B, then you will need this one here. Okay? So anyway, we need this one. We can now calculate that. What is that angle there? Let's call this imaginary point what? Q. Okay? So how do we calculate for it? Well, we know this, EQ, which is equal to EQ. Right? And we know that EQ is just equal to BE times sine of 60 degrees. Right? EQ is just EB or BE. Okay, I'll just write EB. Okay, or BE. EB times sine of 60, right? But sine of 60 is just equal to square root of 3 over 2. From here, we can now calculate EB, EQ to be, wait. Yeah. Sorry. EB is equal to EQ. Yeah, we can calculate EB, no? EB is equal to 2 square root of 3 times, what is DB? Equals AB, right? What's AB? This is 10 over square root of 2 times 10 over square root of 2. This is now, what's this now? 20 over square root of 6. Okay, we have that. Okay, so this is 20 over square root of 6. Therefore, AE now, from here, AE squared is equal to, what is AE squared? You have AQ squared plus what? EQ squared, right? And we know AQ. AQ is just equal to AB plus BE, right? AB plus BE, so this is just 10 over square root of 2 plus 20 over square root of 6. I hope that this is correct. Kindly follow my solution because I might get basig masayop ta dire. Okay? So logically follow my my solution because I have not calculated this prior to the class. I'm doing it on the spot. Okay. What is this in your calculator? Ay, na naman dire. Okay, you have, so this is now 15.236. Okay? Ano to? 2360. Yeah, 2360. Okay? Now, pwede na ako ni siya i-square diretso. This is now my AQ. So, i-square na ako so that dili ako mo round up. Okay? Unsquared. Asang square dire? Squared plus EQ. What is EQ? That is now 10 over square root of 2. Squared. Okay, what you would get is 282.136 square root 16.7969. So that AE now is, from here, AE is equal to 16.7969 units, whatever is the unit of that. Okay? So, this is now AE. That is just the lever arm. And this one creates a negative torque. Okay? So, sa ato pa, that would be 10 kilonewtons times the lever arm, which is this, 16.7969. But, again, we need this angle. What is that angle? Well, it's easy. Oh, wait. Now, it's not trivial. to calculate this angle? We have to find angle. Okay? Well, we can easily calculate that. We know that tangent what? Tangent of angle AEQ, right? AEQ. That's the angle that we're looking for. Is equal to AQ over EQ, right? AQ over EQ. Can you still follow? Okay. AQ over EQ. So that, okay, we have this value. So, angle AEQ now would be equal to 65.1 degrees. Paki-check daw. Same. 65 point, for the degrees, we can actually up to 2 decimal place degrees. Okay, so this is now times sine of 65. Okay, multiply this by sine of 65.10 degrees. And this is equal to 0. From here, we can solve B, right? Okay, we can, B is equal, okay, we can just do this in our calculator now. This is 68.8668. 8669 kilo newtons. Okay? So we now have our B. This is important. Let's take note of this. Okay, I'll just write it here. The force on B is 68.8669. 68.8669 kilo newtons. If our calculations are correct. And I think this is correct. Okay? And you see, this is something like, this is quite counterintuitive. Ganong counterintuitive man eh, if we use our intuition. This is some sort of counterintuitive. We applied only a force of 30 kilonewtons, but there's an upward force here worth 68 kilonewtons. Well, we can now say that A must be negative of this, right? And as you can see, A now is just 30 minus this is indeed negative. It's negative pila. Some negative 22, right? Or pila. Okay, minus 30. From here, we can calculate A to be 38 point. Okay? A now is 38.8669. 8669 kilo newtons. Now, tanaw na to ni. 38.8669 kilo newtons. But it's going, okay, I'll put the direction. This one is going up, but this one is going down. So I'll replace now with the actual value. Okay, yeah, this is up and this is down. Why is this? If we are going to analyze this reaction forces here, pag ana ni mo murag maukab ni siya diri, di ba? Okay, when you apply a force here, this will cause, this is the pivot point. This will cause this to be removed, right? To be detached. But in order it to remain in the surface, the surface has to exert a reaction forces downward. And this downward force, and this is actually the reason why it became larger. It became larger than this one here, because of the lever arm. If you multiply, the larger that dito, mas dako ang force, right? So that's why mas dako siya sa 38. It's actually counterintuitive because we only applied 30 newtons totality, and actually ang 30 na divide pa into here ug dire. Okay? So yes, we now have that. And once we have that, we can proceed from this one padulong dire Okay? And here. But okay, before we proceed there, we can see that there's a zero member here. Asa ang zero member dire? This is a zero member, right? Ang CB. So we can now remove CB, right? We don't need this anymore. So we can remove this because this is a zero member. Pwede natin siya i-diretso dito, no? Okay? So, let's calculate let's start with A, and then once we know AD, that is just the same as DA, only on the opposite direction, di ba? Nakuha? If you know DA, if you know kani, okay? Okay. If you know asan eh, posible na siya padulong dito, right? Ay, lain ta na. Ana na lang. Okay? So, posible na siya padulong paana, tama? Okay, so kani, if it's going there, so meaning DA is going on the opposite side. If it's going dire, okay? But actually, anyway, so let's now start with A. I have to erase this. Na naman tayo values, right? Kindly take note of this. Have you written this one? Okay, pang-erase na ba ako? Ano yung mga dimensions? Maybe we'll be using this. Kindly take a photo sa dimensions. And this is at joint A. Okay, what are the forces here? A is already actual, it's going downward. So we have here as A. And let's assume AC and you have AB, right? The internal forces. Okay? Let's assume AC. So this is an assumption, so I'll write it in pink. This is now AC. Okay? And actually, although this is an assumption, this is a reasonable assumption. And in fact, I'm certain that this is the case. Because A is going down. And AB has no Y component, right? So that the Y component of this one can only be compensated by AC. So there are only two possibilities in order for AC to compensate this. Either AC is this way or that way. But of course, we know that this is where the member lies. No, it cannot go outside the member. So we are certain that that is the case. But let's just write it in pink. Okay. Now, how about AB? AB, since AC has positive X, AB must be on this direction, right? This is now AB. But actually, it doesn't matter if you put AC there and AB here or even no? Your assumption, as long as you are consistent when you solve it. Okay? But it would help, Manggod, in your calculation if you have the intuition, if you predict it by your intuition. So, from here, we can now calculate our summation of forces. Summation of forces along X equals, okay, well, from this one, the advantage of actually drawing it in the right based on your intuition, if it's already possible, is that automatically we can shorten a lot of process. What can we get here? Sorry, this is not, let's just use this AD, right? AD. Okay, AD. Okay? What we are certain now is ADY is equal to A, right? It must be. AB could not compensate for A because it's purely on the perpendicular direction. Okay? And of course, this is just equal to, what is this ADY? This is AD sine of, this is 45, right? So this is now AD times square root of 2 over 2. That's sine 45. This means that we can now calculate AD directly. This is just 2 over square root of 2 times what is A? Decimal di ay, no? So, ato na lang iko, ano? A is, that is, AD now is that times 2 over square root of 2. Times 2 over square root of 2. 38.8669 times 2 over square root of 2. Ila? 27.48. Ah? 48. Ano siguro mali? Pati calculator, di ka balo. Ano sa naman na? Be 38.8669 divided by sine of 45. 54.9661. This is 54.9661 kilo newtons. Or we can just say this as 2 over square root of 2a. Because maybe, okay, now we no longer need to calculate AB, right? Because this is our concern, DE. Ganun, i-calculate pa man nato ni. Okay, we may now proceed here. Because we already know what's dA. What's dA is the same as this. Okay? So, we will draw again another axis. And we are now certain for dA, right? We have here, dA is going this way. This is dA, in which dA is just this, right? The magnitude of dA. And what else? You have straight. Okay, let's assume this one now. In pink, straight is this is DF. Okay, daghan kayo direct, no? And you have DB. Wa patay DB di ay. DB. And you have again DE. These are our forces. Okay, but money ano karon, it would help man gud if namo intuition, and of course even if you're solving a specific tanaw niyong overall unsa kay gani upat na kabuok, right? It's difficult. But in fact, what we automatically we can say that DB, we can only calculate two unknown vector at a joint. Okay? Well, at most 3, we can calculate that for at most 3, but it would be useless because these are already, only 2 unknown vectors dire. Kana, but we have 3 unknown vectors, right? But we can calculate dB easily. How can we calculate dB? How do we calculate dB here? Okay, not actually easily, pero yeah, through this one here. So let's calculate. Ako rin siyang erase dire ha. Balik na punta dire. Okay? So I'll draw again. I'll calculate it. Sa B first. Okay. Now, what we are certain here is we have B. But uncertain is, okay, let's assume DB. Well, tungod kay naapa ni siya, we could not be sure that DB is really going on this direction. Nakuha? Because we have another one here, which is what? This is BE. And of course, okay, kani sure taan eh. We are sure that BA is going this way. Why? Because, wait. Previously, okay, asa tong gani-ganiha dire, AB is going this way, right? So, balik mali di ay. BA, we are sure of BA to be going this way, right? Okay, I write it in blue because we have already verified this ganiha dire. okay, a while ago when we solved for A, right? So this is now BA. Now, in order for this to be true, well, we can stop at here, but we can just draw BE consistently. Dire. Okay, let's assume BE to be here. BE, right? Because BE is either paana or paana. But we are certain nga mao ni siya. Why are we certain that BE is going this way? We are confident. Even if we are going to solve it, okay, we are confident that B is going this way. Why? Because ABA is going on the other way around, on the other direction, and B and DB could not compensate for the X component of BE. So it can only be compensated by BA can only be compensated by the X component of BE. Both of this have no X components. Okay? So here, what we know from this one, then that's why I've said it would be better if you use your intuition first. You have to develop intuition in every problem because that will be your guide. Okay, what we know now is that BEX equals what? BA, right? But what is BEX? This is just BE cosine of, well, we can find this angle, which is just 60, right? Cosine of 60, which is 1/2. Nakuha? Cosine of 60 is 1/2. So that BE now is just equal to 2AB. That's, dapat i-calculate natin ni ganihan, no? We have not calculated this. What was that again? We should have calculated it. But anyway, AB is equal to ganiha. So AB is equal to ADX, right? Ganiha? Yeah. AB must be equal to ADX, right? There's no other X there. So this is just AD cosine of 45, right? So this is AD cosine of 45, which is just, again, square root of 2/2, right? AD times square root of 2/2. Cosine of 45. Kaya unsa man to, di ba? Ana to siya, no? AD, you have A, and this is now AB. Okay? So, this is just AD. What is square root of 2/2? This is cosine. Okay, because this one here is 45, so this is ADX. Cosine of, yeah, this one is this. So that AB is just this. What is AD? 2 over square root of 2 times square root of 2 over 2 times A. So this is just what? This is equal to A. So mo nindot, no, if we keep on track using this one. Okay, sometimes manggod ma-simplify siya. So this is just equal to A. Okay, we now know this is A, asa na to? AB is equal to A. Sa ato pa, what is BE now? This is 2A. Right? AB is, BE is 2A. Asang BE gani dire? Yeah, ganong DA man ni. This is not DA. This is asa gani ni? Ay, dito din ni, dire. Okay, this is 2A, right? Okay. Now, can we calculate DB now? Yes, summation of forces along Y. Okay, we can now calculate AD equals A. Okay. Makikuha niya. Ay, erase na ako. We can now calculate DB using summation of forces along Y. Summation of forces along Y, what are the forces along Y? You have B, and here minus BEY. This is BEY minus DB equals 0. What is BEY? Well, we can know BEY. Okay? This is just, what is B? Given naman ang B, no? So, B minus, what is BEY? This is, ito, BE sine of 60. Right? BE sine of 60 degrees. So, BE is 2A. So, this is now 2A times sine of 60, which is the square root of 3 over 2. Minus dB equals 0. From here, we can see that dB is equal to, ato daw equal dito ha. dB now is equal to, this is A, right? I don't know, B. Right? This is just equal to, we have to do this in number. What is this? This is B minus square root of 3A, right? Okay. So, we have to use the decimal now. It's very small. dB is 1.54745. 1.5475 kilonewtons. Okay, we can now, sa ato pa, okay, what's the direction of this? The actual direction. This is positive, right? So, meaning that this is indeed the actual direction. So, we now know the actual direction of dB. dB is going, because we get a positive. So, our assume is, okay, this is going down. So, paggamit nato dire, okay, by the way, this is D, right? Point D. This one is point B. Okay, just to be clear. Okay, this was point B, and this is now at joint D. Okay, at joint D now, since dB is going down at joint D, dB must be going up. Right? This must be dB. This was BD actually, no? Much better mag proper naming. We just call this BD, no? BD, meaning from joint, we are solving it at joint D. I mean, yeah, mas nindot ni siya nga convention. This is a better convention. The first one is the joint where you are calculating it. Okay, the second is the next, So that this is BD. So this is DB, right? Because BD, by the way, this is BD. Okay? So, this is now our DB. That one there. Okay? So, duha na lang ka-unknowns, right? And, okay. Well, we can now solve this one because we only have two unknowns left. Okay, summation of forces along X. You have dFx. dFx minus, plus dE minus dAx. Right? Minus dAx equals 0. The ADX is minus A. Tama? Yeah, this one is ADX. Okay, this is just minus A. So, what is dFx? Well, dFx is, again, this is dF times, okay, sorry, this is dF. This is dF, right? Cosine, dFx is this, cosine of 45 degrees, right? This is 45. 45 degrees, so that is square times square root of 2 over 2. plus DE. Okay, we have this equation. And how about summation of forces along Y? Summation of forces along Y, DE has no Y. Okay, what are the forces along Y? You have DB minus DAY, which is, what is DAY? Again, this is just A, right? DAY, yan na lang, minus, what else? Plus DF times square root of 2 over 2, right? Nakuha? Equals 0. Oh, by the DB, okay. Ato ni siyang kung ano ha. This is A. You have now D. So, kaning DB? Yeah, DB. DB minus DAY, which is A, right? That is A. Minus morning A, diba? Plus DF times square root of 2 over 2 equals 0. Now, we subtract equation. This is 1, equation 2. We subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So, this minus this is 0. So, you get now negative A minus, if you subtract 0, DB equals A. Wait, ito sa A. You now have this. If we subtract these two equations, what we get is this minus this is 0, that minus that is 0. You now have DE. This is now 1 minus 2 equals DE minus DB equals 0. So that DE is equal to DB. Have we solved DB? Yeah, we already solved DB. Pero i-check nato ni siya, ha? Kindly, basin na natin na sa'yo. This is actually what's ang kuha na nino kay basin napasa ng error. Okay, what we already have DB, right? The magnitude of DE is equal to DB. Did we get a positive? Yes, we get a positive. Okay, positive naman itong i-input dire. Right? We got a positive. So that this is our our A now, the actual. This is now our DE. And of course, ED is this. So we are experiencing a what? Tensile force of magnitude equal to, what is DB? 1.5475 kilo newtons of tensile force. So that DE is equal to 1.5475 kilo newtons. Wait lang. DE minus DB is equal to, sakto ni siya. DE minus DB equals 0. So that DE is equal to DB. This is, I think, is correct. But paki-review na lang. They don't have a video on this one. Paki-follow the calculations because we might miss some calculations. I mean, along the way. Nasabtan ninyo? So, paki-follow ang calculations dito because although this might be incorrect, because if we have committed some error dito, no, it's quite long. But the process is correct. Okay? More na the process is correct. Okay, recap, what did we do? We first calculate the support forces. And then we move from the support to that point we are interested. Okay? So when we have solved for A, we were able to solve for, first we solved A and B. Now, of course, we now know the forces at joint A. Okay, the hints here. And of course, from here, we were able to solve what's AD because it's solvable already. We have two unknown vectors here, AD and AB. Okay, AD and AB. We can solve it because we have two equations, right? Two equations, two unknowns. So we were able to solve AD. Pag abot nato dire, what happened is that, asa ni mo ni siya, right? We know this. We knew this one because we already solved it. But we don't know the three. We must have another we must get another equation. But there's only two equations that will be helpful at this point here. And that's the sum of forces along X and the sum of forces along Y. So that's why we went to dire in order to solve this unknown. Nakuha ninyo ang process? Okay, so from here, we can solve the unknown because why? Why can we solve? Pag abot dire, usa ganito. How many unknowns here? We already know BA, right? Because we have solved BA here. So there's only two unknowns at this point here. What are those unknowns? B and BE. Sorry. BD and BE. Okay? So, na-solve na to ang BD. Okay? Did we solve BE? BD. How did we solve for BD gani? Summation of forces along Y, we have B minus BEY. This is our assumption. Minus DB. Asang DB? BD. This is BD, right? Yeah, this is BD. Okay? This is BD. Minus BD equals 0. From here, we can solve BEY is just, because BE is 2AB, right? Ngano ganin eh? AB, BA, BAX. BEX is just BE cosine of 60. Cosine of 60 is 1/2. Yeah, mao ni siya. BEX, ganong BE, why BEX equals BA? Why did we were able to conclude this? Well, there's no other X here for the two, right? Only BE can counter A, B, because it has an X component. Therefore, it must be BX is equal to BA in terms of magnitude. And we are certain now with this. This is now actually the true direction. Okay? We are sure of this direction. It must be. Why? Because AB, we knew that AB is going that way. Sakto ni? Okay, yeah. Because AD is going this way. That's why DA is going this way here. Okay? So, BE times 1/2, yeah. BE cosine of 60. That's why we were able to conclude that BE is twice of AB, which is 2A. Ngano ganing A ni? 2A. Nganong A gani ni? Kani ang problem. Tinuod ba ning was AB equal to A? Was AB equal to A? Kay 45 degrees man eh. No? So that ADY must be equal to this one. And since 45 degrees, ang X of Y must be the same. Okay. Yeah, so BE now is 2A and yeah. Okay, that's correct. I think this is correct. And then once na-solve na nato ang BD, we now have DB here. It's going up because BD is going down. In fact, you can now find the forces, right? Unsa ni paana siya? This is tensile. Expected because gaano siya diri, gabira siya, right? tensile. And as you can see, what is BE? BE is, tanaw ang BE, gapaana, di ba? Right? Ang BE is gapaana. So, what meaning, unsay kuan niya karon? It's compression. And it must be, kay nga naman, ang kano, ginaano niya diri, ang kanao. Okay? Right? Gina-press niya. So, yeah, that's why it's compressive. Gapaana siya dito. Okay? Because it's pressing here. Yeah, it's compressive. And this one is tensile because it's actually murag ginabira siya. How about DB? DB is DB. BD is, yeah, this is compressive. Yeah, compressive siya. Compressive, tensile. Okay? How about AB? AB is compressive. Yeah, kay tungod kay ano siya dito. Okay, AB is compressive. So we can add labels on this one here. This is isulat na ako ang ano in bank. Okay. This one is sa to compressive, no? This one here is tensile. Tensile. This is tensile. This one is compressive. Compressive, right? Based sa itong mga nakuha. DA. How about BE? Sakto ba? BE, yeah. BE. Ay, wait. No. Yeah. Compressive. Paana siya, no? Paana siya dire. Okay? So, these are compressive forces. So, kanina lang wala, no? But you can work on that. Okay, but we have already an idea on this. We already know that this is the correct direction, right? We get a positive DE. Is this the correct direction? Yeah, this must be the correct direction. Okay. So this one here is paana siya. It's actually tensile. No, tensile. I think this is the correct direction. Tensile. And pag abot diri, ma-predict na nimo na kung unsa ni siya tanawa. At point F, at F. We have this. Okay, this is we have that actual. And then you have this as paana. This is already actual, okay? And that one, only this one is the assumed. Now, of course, we know that this one must be, tanawa. This one right here must be EF. EF must be, this must be our EF, right? We know that this was our DF. So EFD, this is FD. This is the 20 kilonewtons. So in order to, since it's going down, this must be going up, right? To counter both the downward forces. So kung makita ninyo, EF is going that way. So, and then it must be E. Yeah, EB is asa? Oh, BE. Di ba paano yung BE na to? Wait. Wala na nag-solve din, no? But, tanawa. This is now tensile force. Compressive force. When you look at E, can we able to predict at E? For E, you have a downward force. And this. And of course, we have this, right? Time's up. No. EF is going that way, right? So meaning EF, this is EF right here, right? EF. And see that BE must be this way, right? This must be, this must be EB. But what was our BE? Our BE is going this way. Therefore, our EB must be going on the opposite. Right? So, yeah, consistent na to ang ano. We have a consistent nga ko, Andre. Okay? Understood? Okay. Yeah, this is already a very illustrative example. No? Sharog di pa mo ka, all the rest nga ano ninyo is halos pre-pareho lang. Yeah, I think we are now consistent. And again, as I've said, review the video. Okay, we might, the process is correct, but we might have a wrong numerical value. Okay? So anyway, let's have a break for 15 minutes lang sa. Okay?